Hi, Prosperity Team. This is Dr. Money coming to you from the Prosperity Corner of the universe, where silliness is sacred and nobody's perfect. I am your professor of prosperity. That means that I am a P.O.P. and I'm here so that our lives can pop with prosperity during any time of the day, night, season, without any reason, except that we believe in prosperity. Fear. Fear brings our worst thoughts into focus and becomes a magnet. Now, the kind of fear when we're afraid that there's a bear that's going to get us, that kind of fear comes and it leaves quickly. When we're in trouble, let's say that we're almost gotten in an accident, you know, the car is coming close to us, but we avoid it. We feel fear, but it's not this ongoing fear. And what happens with fear in terms of prosperity consciousness is that we've learned this kind of addictive psychological fear when it comes to money, where our mind digs up everything we can find so that we are upset about money. And that's why as we mature in our prosperity consciousness, we have to give that up. I can remember one time I just said, you know, I'm just not going to be upset about money for a day. Let me just see what that's like. Because I had a family, it seemed like there was always somebody upset about money. And everywhere I looked, whether it was reading the paper, everybody was upset about money. It seems to run our country. And it did run my mind. But it was almost like if I didn't worry about money, it was that my worrying was some kind of control. I was going to control how much bad could come into my life by worrying about money, by being afraid about money. And as I began to move my mind into a different direction, I withdrew my addiction to that fear around money. And it doesn't mean that I don't dredge that up, because it's definitely a habit for me. But what I do is that I turn it around. And of course, affirmations are one of the things that I use to turn that around. And as I've mentioned before in my videos, it's not so much the words in the affirmation or what it's saying. It's the ability of us to believe this affirmation and to raise ourselves up vibrationally. Because I can say, I am wealthy. And it's not going to do anything. But if I'm saying, I am wealthy, and I get my heart and my eyes and everything in it, it does something. But it's like, I am wealthy. This rote, devoid of all kind of pleasure or treasure, it's not going to do anything. So whenever we say our affirmations, that we're going to do them by rote recitation, it's not going to do any good. Do you remember the school teachers like 200 years ago? People would just sit and memorize things and repeat them back in class, or maybe it was 100 years ago. Very boring and very dull. And the consciousness wants something exciting and vibrant so that we can change our vibration. It doesn't want this business as usual, ho-hum kind of affirmation. It wants, I am wealthy. It wants that. Everything in us is eavesdropping on this emotional reality that we're creating with our affirmations, and we want to create something stellar. We don't want to create the crummy. We want to create the wonder of our lives through the way we think and we emote and we say our affirmations. So see if you can do that. Can you just do that with I am wealthy? I am wealthy. Yeah, just feel the good. It doesn't, that doesn't have to be connected to how much money we have in the bank. It doesn't have to be connected with anything. Just knowing that, just knowing that we can breathe is a source of wealth. No, some people are dying with the COVID virus and they can't even breathe. So we have all kinds of wealth that's available to us at every moment, and we have to key into that vibration so that it can move us away from that addiction to the fear about money. This is Dr. Money, and I want you to breathe in, and breathe in with gusto. Whoops. And as we breathe in our good. we breathe in that wealth consciousness. We breathe in that vibration, that good, that energy, that love, that life. And as we exhale, we send that to others as well. We send out the good. We send out the health. We send out the blessing to all that are sick. We send out the fortune of life even to those who are facing the worst in this moment. We are the guardians of goodness through our thoughts, through our very thoughts. And I want you to remember one more thing, and that is that I love you.